What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Welcome to tonight's show. It is a kind of an impromptu review and recap show. Actually, we're not going to have Chevy on tonight. We're supposed to have Hympe on. My boy Hympe, that's Hympe. He's Hympe, not hype. He's not geeked up. So make sure, actually, I just sent him a message to make sure he's coming in. He should be here any minute, I'm pretty sure. So we're about to do a special review of the Bel-Air show. So definitely looking forward to discussing this new show. It's been a great show so far. It's definitely been interesting because it's a reimagining of the comedic classic, but now it's a drama. It's a dramatic retelling of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So definitely looking forward to how this season progresses. And right now it's about halfway through. I think the next episode will be the halfway mark. So we're 4 episodes in, and we're going to be talking about that tonight. So definitely looking forward to the show. While we're waiting on Hympe, I am going to tell you about what we normally have here, which is every Monday at 10 p.m. We have our GFT radio show, which is where you see most of us at, and we're usually here on Twitch, YouTube Live, and Facebook Live. And we have several other shows that we usually introduce. We also have merchandise. Make sure you get the merchandise. GFT Radio Show and Radio Network merchandise is always available on gftradio.creator-spring.com. What up, though?
Yo, what's going on, bro? How you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining in. So I was just giving some overview of our promos before everybody jumped in. Hympe just sent me a message, said he'll be here any second.
No doubt.
All right. While we're waiting on Hympe, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? This is Big Dan from the BTG podcast, man. Bridging the Gap, straight out of Philadelphia, man. Appreciate you having me on.
Oh yeah, appreciate you for coming through, Big Dan. Appreciate that.
My man.
And I saw you were at the live show the other day. How did that go?
Hey, man, listen. It was a good experience, man. It was a real good experience. Hympe put on a real good event. Everybody came out, showed some love, and got more to come, man. We actually got a live show. We actually gonna be at a comedy show May 26th, and we're gonna be doing a little set in between. Do a little podcast in between while during intermission and everything. So Hympe gonna be a part of that too. We got Hympe coming out, so we try to move some things out here, man. Get these live shows popping. For sure. Make sure I get that information. Maybe I can swing through there. I usually just need an excuse to go traveling, so I'm always down. hey, no doubt, man. I got you. I get all that information over to you, brother. Come on down, no doubt.
All right, for sure. I see Hympe is trying to join us now. He's getting his devices together. Here we go. I'm gonna get him added into the screen.
My bad, y'all.
What's good?
I got caught up in the market. Had to take that strong piss.
No doubt. Well, welcome to the show. So
we got one more. Let me see what's up with 9.
Okay. Yeah, I was just letting the folks know that we're about to do this Bel-Air recap. So far, we're four episodes in. It looks like it's dropping every Sunday, it looks like so far. And we got the first 3 episodes during the Super Bowl evening. Was that the Super Bowl evening, if I'm not mistaken? And then last week we got episode 4. So we got we're almost about halfway through the season. And
5 seasons, only 10 episodes for everything now. Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? You sound like an old man when you go here every time.
Right. Well,
okay. Sopranos would give you 25 episodes. Sitcoms would give you damn near 30. You know what I'm saying? That's a season. Now
Right.
you hit episode 9, you just getting into the series, and you be like, up the season finale next week. You be like, what?
No, they get the episode 5, and then it's like, all right, we're gonna take a mid-season break, and we'll be back in a
right,
month.
right. Yeah, and you know,
Yo,
and that's
the blacklist do that every year. They got like one season the last 8 months. You know?
right, exactly. And, you know, and that's the thing. You know, overseas they do that a lot. They're like, you know, British television, it's been like that for decades, where their seasons are anywhere from 8 to 12 episodes max. You know,
So we just catching up then.
yeah, basically. Well, and you know what brought that on was our streaming services kind of basically forcing that on us. You know, so. It's been, like you said, it's been for, and there's still shows right now that still do the standard 24 to 36 episode seasons, which, you know, like I said, is a gift and a curse. You get more content, but then you also, it makes it a tougher watch when it's time to binge.
Shouts out to my man Nah. Was another one from the live show. You know what I'm saying? Nah's on.
Yeah, Big Dan was just talking about that. Introduce yourself to the people.
Even got these joints are still around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go ahead and
introduce yourself babies now.
To the people, man.
Oh man, thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me. This is my name is Nari. On IG, you can find me Coach_Nari. You know what I mean? We out there with the 2 Kings 215. That's Kings with a Z 215 podcast. I linked up with the brother Hympe. He tapped me in with BTG, and here I am again. You know what I mean?
My man.
For sure. Appreciate you for coming through, and appreciate y'all for getting together quickly on this review and recap. So we're gonna get right to it now. So Bel-Air, episodes 1 through 4. I think that from a spoiler-free review, we could talk about, you know, what basically just makes us keep watching this, what you rate the show so far, and then after everybody goes through with that, then we'll jump head first into the spoiler recap. So let's go ahead and start with Big Dan. Big Dan, tell the people what you like most about the show so far, spoiler free. Let them know what you like most. Why you think they should start watching it.
For me, what I like most about it, without spoiling everything, is that just in these 4 episodes alone, they already started. Like, you can tell they're taking things from the actual Fresh Prince of Bel-Air show and implementing it into, you know, bigger drama scenes in this. Like, you know, we'll talk about it later, but it's just that every episode they pay homage to something that happened in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And, you know, it's, if you was, you know, we from Philly, so, you know, we gonna peep all the little things, you know what I mean, that came from the, if you was a Fresh Prince boy, you gonna peep all the little small things. We'll get into it a little later on.
For sure. Go ahead, Hympe. Tell them what makes you keep watching the show.
So I got a different little perspective here. Because I told y'all on the Monday show, every Monday, 10 p.m., GFT Radio Network, you can find us here. Join the conversation. I told y'all the other day, I'm like, man, 5 days in a row, somebody said to me, yo, you got to watch Bel-Air. Dan was one of them people. So I'm glad Dan jumped on. You got to watch it. You got to watch it.
Couldn't wait to talk about it.
I came away from, I just watched it last night. That's why I was like, yo, we need to talk about this shit. I got a lot of what the fuck is going on, zip me.
Really?
Why is Jeffrey a gangster?
Let's get to it.
We're gonna get to it.
Jeffrey is a Jamaican and a gangster? This nigga ain't served
characters, brother.
Bro, my man ain't served them eggs. When did Hillary know how to cook now? Like, Jeffrey ain't served breakfast one morning.
We're gonna get to it.
Hillary is dark skinned and thick. Okay. Ashley's light skin, Hillary's dark skin. Okay.
It's a reverse.
Yeah.
Uncle Phil is not fat, and that is killing me the whole way. Uncle Phil is into his cardio bag, okay? Uncle Phil does 20 laps in the pool, best to be every morning, okay? And ain't seen a slice of bread since 73.
It's a reimagining. You're not going to get the exact same.
What was his name, brother? Bancroft, or what was it?
Yamacroft.
What was it? Yamacroft. Right. Brother Yamacroft out there. Like, Uncle Phil ain't got none of those motions in him. What was he telling Carlton about the secret handshake? That nigga wasn't stepping.
I can't wait. We definitely gonna talk about that episode in a minute.
And lastly, why does Carlton look 56? Carlton does not look like a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Carlton is at least 37.
We'll talk about the cast.
Okay. Carlton is at least 37. Okay, his jawline is way too strong.
His jawline, his hairline is all the way back yonder.
His hairline here.
Right, yeah.
He definitely got a 45 to 50-year-old hairline.
Yeah, he do. What up, Sonny?
What's up, Sonny?
Being in the comments. Yeah,
I had a full clip, y'all. I said I'm fresh. I just watched all 4 of these last night.
You fresh out the can with it. So yeah. All right, Nari, let them know what you think about the show. Spoiler free so far.
I'm definitely fresh off. Like I just finished watching the 4th episode because Hype told me, it was going down, and everybody been saying, "Oh, go ahead, watch it." Man, I binged all 4 episodes today. So.
Okay. You fresh out the can.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna. When he hit me earlier, I came home and I had to refresh just so I can, be fresh up on it. I did just
show us his notes
myself.
Did Dan just show us he had notes?
Oh man, look, you ain't supposed to see all that, but I'm prepared, brother. You call me, I get prepared.
Brother, when you paid talent, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna make Dan the host now.
Professional, brother. We professional out here.
Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. I don't mess with
that. That's true.
But
go ahead, Ona. What you think?
Like all the reimaginings is kind of interesting. Well, first and foremost, I ain't gonna lie. Being from Philly, I'm definitely excited to see a couple of the Philly faces in there. The actor himself is from West. My young boy actually was an extra in one of the episodes. In the first episode, I believe, when they was walking up and down the streets or whatever,
like Market Street.
Yeah. He was an extra during that scene or whatever. And even the battle rapper, Easy the Block Captain. He's up there playing the drug dealer boy. So
okay.
He's playing Rashad.
Nice.
So it's cool to see so many hometown influences actually impacting.
Freeway was the basketball coach.
And Freeway's the coach.
Freeway's the coach. I saw that. Yeah,
wait, he was the coach? I just thought he was in
the basketball coach.
Yeah, Freeway.
I thought he just came in on some y'all. They had the song playing. Hey, copy.
Nah, allegedly he was supposed to be the coach, but even with them singing,
coaches usually don't come in iced out. But okay.
Listen, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm just kind of happy to see more Philly talent, more Philly representation, in a show that's supposed to be based out, out in Philly, at least for the first part of it anyway. Right. But I definitely like some of the reimagining, some of the stuff that we're going to touch on later. Like you said, the reversal of the skin tones. Even it seems like they just set everybody back younger. And I think that's a cool kind of way to give you an introduction to all of the characters instead of just Will. So that's the biggest thing I noticed without giving the spoilers away yet.
Yep. So I totally agree. Actually, I think that's going to be the first thing we're going to talk about. Let's talk about the cast, because most people, that's what they've been looking at. That's what people have been talking about more. The ones that haven't watched it yet, that's been their big thing. It's like, the cast. So I think that's going to be the first thing we jump into. But before we do that, scale of 1 to 10 so far, what do you give the show, Big Dan?
I'm gonna go for all the way up the episode. I'm gonna give it a strong 7.5, 8.
Okay. All right, Hympe.
I'm at about a 3.
Oh, you being disrespectful. Wow. You chose violence today. You woke up and chose violence.
For real. We gonna
listen here, okay?
We about to throw
in shape, Uncle Phil.
Don't tell us that. Okay. We're gonna get to it.
Very in them.
Let them know what you rate.
Nah, I'm with Dan. I'm in a 7. I'm in the 7 range. It's not bad. It's not like I didn't have to call everybody to watch the show like they've been calling me. Not just yet, but it's a decent start though.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So for me right now, what's been, and now I feel kind of out of place because all you Philly boys on here, you Philly,
It's the
what they
Philly
call it,
Takeover edition.
that's all
You
they
know what I'm
say, going
saying?
all day. I'll be like, bro,
I put this on
we
purpose.
get you from
You know
Philly.
what I
I
mean?
put this on purpose. You dig me? You know what I'm saying? That's at Custom Hustle World on Instagram.
No doubt, no doubt.
As you should.
But
Shouts
but
out to hold
overall,
up, man. Shouts out to Chevy. You know what I'm saying?
oh
We
yeah,
done took
shouts
over
out.
the Styles and Chevy situation.
Yeah. We done took over the show from her. So, but definitely, I think it's a great start. I think it's a great show. So far, and for me, when I first heard that they were going to do this show, I had already seen the original reimagining, fan trailer that was made a few
Right.
I
years
remember
back.
that.
I remember that, John.
And it was so dope because I felt like it, if other shows did this where they switched it up completely but just kept the spirit but redid basically how things worked in the show, I think more reboots would do better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I feel like this show is definitely taking that reimagining and taking it serious. And like I think Dan mentioned, it was like the nostalgia is there because I probably watched every episode of Fresh Prince.
Right.
So I picked up on a lot of things. There's a lot of things. Even one of the things that Hympe was just mentioning, I'm like, no, that was in the show. That was in the original show. So it's like there's things that are happening that I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this and now I remember that. But it's in this, like you say, in this dramatic new feel. So it feels different. And I like what they're doing with it. I like where they're going with it. And I like the characters. So yeah, definitely I'm feeling the show. I'm definitely in that 7.5 range as well. I looked up, I don't know what status it uses, but IMDb. So on IMDb, they're giving it a 6.1 so far. Rotten Tomatoes is at a 60%, which is actually pretty good for Rotten Tomatoes.
That's good for Rotten Tomatoes.
For them, that's real good.
Exactly. So
They
I
only
think
like Titanic and all of that type bullshit. I don't listen to those niggas.
So I think it's doing pretty well with folks. There are some people just like Hympe that are out there that are like they're not feeling it, or there's things that they just don't like because there's you're gonna have people on two sides of it. You're gonna have people who are gonna be like, don't do this because you're ruining my childhood, or you're changing things that I don't want changed and all that kind of stuff. And then you're gonna have people who don't want the same thing done because they don't like when people redo what we've already seen, but they're enjoying the whole, the fact that it is different with the little inklings of the same. So like us that are like, oh, this is great, we like it, and they're doing the right thing with it, And then too, I feel like because Will Smith is behind it, and at this point, it's doing the right things in certain spots. I feel like it's a good show because of that as well. It's not like somebody just decided because they didn't have any better ideas to just throw a new version of our old shows out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing I like about it. But we talked enough about all the particulars. We're gonna get right into this. We're gonna get right. Oh, see, Jamie don't agree with you either. I
ain't fucking with you then.
But we're gonna get right into these spoilers. Like I said, let's talk about the cast. Let's talk about the cast. First things first. The new Will Smith.
I
you
pop
guys
the
said,
fleeks all the honey. You can't throw out first things first and I go Biggie on them now.
right. So we got the new Will Smith, who's more, I would say, like the Fresh Prince, because he's more of the comic relief on the show, on this dramatic show. But we do see those little inklings of the Will Smith we saw in maybe the Carlton Got Shot episode, or maybe the episode. It was another episode. Now I'm kind of
the dad episode.
My dad, yeah, when the dad episode. So we get more of that Will Smith, right? Where he's definitely a little bit more rough, a little less corny. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot less corny, but just a little less corny. And I feel like he's early on in the show, his chemistry with the cast is not the best, but it's good. I feel like it's a good chemistry. What do y'all think about the new Will Smith so far?
Who want to go?
Let's start with Dan. Let's go ahead.
All right. So you could tell. So for me, I want to say for the first, I'm gonna say just for the first episode, it felt like he was trying a little bit too hard to be like Will Smith in The Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? With the dramatics and the extra, just a little too extra. You know what I'm saying? You could tell, you could see what he was going for. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he was trying to embody the original character of Will. You know how he act, the way he carry himself. But it just seemed like in the first episode, he's throughout all four of them, he's gotten better. But in the very first episode, it just seemed he was trying just a little too hard. Overall, though, you know, I think Young Boy's doing a good job. It's Philly. You know what I'm saying? He say you can tell when they cast somebody from Philly just how they talk.
Yeah,
they say John the right way. They say boy the right way.
Word.
It's just certain ways that we say our words. You know, you could tell when somebody is that's actually from down the way. You know what I mean? And that's what I like about it. So.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Go ahead.
Some of them didn't feel a little forced to you. It was like, let's make sure we throw it in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you know they going to throw it in there to make it look Philly authentic. You know what I'm saying?
Copy.
So it was
a
couple. That's why I said it's some of them. Sometimes he was trying a little too hard, you know, and it just didn't come off authentic. But you could tell just from how he talked, though. You know what I'm saying? He got that Philly accent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I need to know from
right. The like you said, the words were right because like I can't say that right. You know what I mean? I'm from Detroit.
You can tell when somebody forced John out. You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all
there's a lot of corporations that be using that word now, and you can tell that it be forced. Oh, John. No, it's John. It just come out like
John. Yeah.
I mean,
his homeboy messed that joint all up.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah. I also don't like how he ate the cheesesteak. That was another thing.
I was like,
nobody from Philly eat a cheesesteak like that. Like he was holding that pause, but he was like holding it like that. I want to know that. Nobody
like a shake weight. Hey bro, he's holding like a shake weight. What tip was he?
He was like that, and I'm like, whoa, you gotta relax.
First of all, you gotta get your joint cut in half.
That's what I'm saying. Where they not? How you at a poppy store and they ain't catching? He was eating it from the butt.
From the butt.
Like he was eating it from the butt first. Like
because niggas had shake weights. That's what that was.
Though.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what
I don't know, man.
Poppy store.
I don't know what poppy store that was supposed to be at, but that they fucked that one all up. But
this is what I need to know from y'all though. Do you put mayonnaise on a cheesesteak?
No.
Nah.
Salt, pepper, ketchup.
I do sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
I do sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold y'all.
Mayonnaise. I
wouldn't tell nobody else. That's just me.
I don't do the mayonnaise. I don't do the fried onion, salt, pepper, ketchup. I'm good.
Black pepper and ketchup. There you go, Dan.
That's it.
High blood pressure already, like the original Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
High cholesterols and such. You know what I'm saying? I can't be doing too much of the salt. Will though, like I was saying, is the closest like incarnation to the yo crazy salt pepper. He got mayonnaise. Chill. I don't want to be.
Cam said he wants some salt, pepper, ketchup, mayo, and fried onions on his. Okay.
I know I ain't the only one.
I would say he the closest to what the original cast member was. This is the one thing that always was like threw you off of Fresh Prince, the original. In the whole first season, they keep saying you're 17, you're 17. So unless he's the most retarded nigga in the world, he didn't graduate from high school until at least season 3, 4. So you're saying, was the nigga then 20 when he graduated? It's no wonder you was dominating in the Bel-Air League and you was 19 in the fucking 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? With the chest hairs and the liquor license for the after party. You know what I'm saying? So like, how old were these niggas is what I kept saying, because Carlton looks 56. Okay, he has grandchildren out here on the set that's extras. But I would say Young Boy is doing a good job as far as the acting. Always like to see a youngin, get his break. And then when you always like to find out that he's not English at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I love Franklin from Snowfall, but then once you find out these niggas go, hello, governor, you be like, what the fuck, man? Wasn't you just selling pounds yesterday?
From LA at that.
So yeah, look at this old ass nigga looking like Victor Oladipo, bro. Come on. And way to go, dark skin, not Viv, and not light skin.
Yeah.
They had to.
Yeah, I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, me too.
You couldn't relaunch the light skin out of it.
Let's know how you feel about the new Will Smith.
Like I said, I'm definitely, I'm definitely, hyped that it's somebody from Philly. I'm even more appreciative that it's a young man from West. I do a lot of my mentoring and coaching out there, so it's good to see one of those kids. You know what I'm saying, doing something, putting on for that side of the city, and Philly in general. Kind of what Dan was saying, like he was mad hokey to start off. Like you could tell he was definitely grasping for like, I gotta be Will Smith season 1 vibes.
Right.
But and I started to wonder maybe if that was kind of by design a little bit, because as the episodes go and they continue, you see it's less and less and less. So it's like, is it really just him feeling the rollout, or is it that like they kind of wanted you to feel that way too? Because it's like he has to take things more serious. Like even within the story, he has to take things more seriously. So he can't necessarily be the forced comic relief or the super cool guy, because the situations they put him in.
I'm guessing it's because he gets out of his element. In the beginning, he's home.
That's what I'm saying.
And for a 16-year-old to get on a plane and go clean across the country, it would be a shock to the system like you couldn't imagine. Right, so I'm guessing that's because he goes from in his element, home with your friends every day, to these niggas got a fork for the shrimps and for the, you know what I'm saying?
Because when he was in
I feel
Philly,
like it's kind of by design.
He wasn't a goofball at all when in the Philly scenes. Like he was, just on his shit, But when he got the Bel-Air, he turned into, like you said, episode 1, Fresh Prince, super goofy. Like
straight goofy.
That's
ain't nobody dapping up niggas first day of school that I don't know. Like,
you just walk around talking to niggas like
right. I will look at you sideways too, cuz why your hand up?
Exactly.
You're right.
I don't know you, bro.
Right. Exactly.
But nah, I like the work he's doing so far, man.
Okay, no doubt. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like I said earlier, I felt like he wasn't great at first, but he's definitely gotten better each episode. There's been, the character itself has been a little cringy at times, and for me, it's because of the way that the story is being written, where it's like there's times when he's flying off the handle for no reason, right? Like the basketball scene, the famous basketball scene that we never really got to see for real back in the day. We finally get to see it, and it's more that super forced. You know what I mean? Super forced.
Yeah, that was dumb.
It was so dumb. It didn't make sense. Like it really didn't make sense at all. I felt like it was so many ways they could have played it more realistically. And I really meant to do my homework and go watch the original fan trailer for this, because I felt like that pulled it off better. Like there was some way the way they did it, they pulled it off better. And I think it was several other ways they could have made this look more realistic, because random shit just pop off at the court, right? You know. And I felt like, it could have, but I did like the way it ended, in terms of the way he, the scuffle happened, the way he pulled the gun, the way, the punt, the mistake punch, all that kind of stuff. It's like, it was or not mistake punch. He punched him on purpose, but you know what I mean? Like the like all going down, and everything had to go down. I did like that part of it, but the precursor to it, it just didn't make sense at all. So, because there's no top student, at least not in Detroit, that's going to go to play street ball.
Oh no, that's Philly, bro. Let me stop you right there. That is Philly.
That's Philly.
That is absolutely
that would definitely
going to the court.
All your scholarships lined up, and you will go to the worst part to play because that's where you're from. That's where they know you from, or because some dude said you can't beat him. That is
Exactly.
definitely
That will definitely
Exactly.
that was an authentic part. Yes.
Google Rasheed Jordan.
At
That's
the
all you
park,
need to
lights
know.
busted out.
Really? Okay.
At the
Mhm.
park, the lights is busted
Google
out. Niggas is
Rasheed
out here.
Jordan. That is
I
him.
mean, we'll play in a place
Damn.
like that, but not
You
just
supposed to
because
get
some
shit on the
dude-
podcast.
No,
random dude that
you
rolled up
talking
on his
about
bicycle.
getting ready to go to the league, young boy will be at the court getting ready to
Yes.
rumble over a pickup game.
No,
Yes.
No
That
problem.
is Philly.
21.
I'm sorry.
Or a nigga,
I'm
you'll have a
sorry,
nigga
that's
playing,
absolutely
especially if it's money on the line.
Them
The
niggas is
nigga will
playing till
definitely be out
11
there.
for no money. I'm like, you really out here for that?
See, that was
Risking it
another
all.
thing too. We always
And that
played
was
by
dumb,
twos.
too.
We never played by ones.
But
I
We
mean,
played
some
the
people
22,
play by
not
one.
11.
Yeah, I
We played the
by
22.
one.
Yeah, that was a wild score.
no, I think it depends on what neighborhood, because down the way in Frankfurt, we play by ones.
Yeah.
Y'all
All
about
right,
to
so
say it
South
depends
Philly,
on
we play by twos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here in the neighborhood, it depends on your neighborhood. You'll play by ones or twos.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, down Frankfurt, we play by ones.
Yep, no doubt.
But yeah,
All right.
that was the top flight nigga will definitely be at the worst park in the city.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's authentic Philly.
Niggas are strapped down and all of that.
Oh, you got it's videos of Joel
All the
Embiid
way.
playing in random hoods.
Oh wow,
Right there next to Pat's and Geno's. Yeah.
wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, I know Hympe been wanting to get on this, so let's talk about Uncle Phil. Now we're gonna start with Hympe this time. Go ahead, Hympe. Give us all your
Uncle
gripes
workout.
about Uncle Phil.
Uncle cardio, Uncle strong neck, Uncle push-ups. Come on. Where is the diabetes Uncle Phil who's been jacking pies since Thanksgiving of 1954?
No disrespect, Hank, but he did.
But that's what I'm saying. I need Uncle Phil.
That diabetes is real out here, D.
You ain't got
But
to
you say
tell
they
me
not
with the
promoting that
medication
lifestyle,
over here.
I'm just saying.
Uncle Phil can't be in shape, man. Okay? Uncle Phil's house is bigger than fucking Jay-Z's. What's going on here?
Okay, but that's like you. If you getting mad at Uncle Phil being in shape, then you got to be mad at Hillary for being smart.
Yes.
Oh no, brother, I wasn't. We didn't get to Hillary yet. I said that in my initial. I said that in my initial clip. Why is Hillary
He's
the
like,
one that's
Hillary know
cooking
how to
all this
cook
shit?
now.
Yeah, Hillary know how to cook the eggs banging and shit in they season, and she holding it down for her people. What the fuck, Hillary is that? Hillary was daddy at $500, not no fucking holding it down for the culture.
Oh, see, you one of them boys. You a purist. You want everything to be the same.
You gotta be. I like my Uncle Phil's fat, cuz okay. I like my Aunt Viv dark skin. I like my Uncle Phil fat.
Oh, man.
Okay. I like my Hillary light skin with curly hair.
But see, that's because you when we was growing up, all the TV dads that we looked at was fat.
Was big, exactly.
Shouts out to Carl Winslow.
Everybody had the belly, even Bill Cosby. You know, even though he was doing some shit,
trying to get his hoagie on. Copy.
He was in better shape than the rest of them, but he was not in shape.
Yeah,
he was not in shape.
Carl Winslow, fat. Uncle Phil, fat. Like
that's just what I'm saying, man.
Wasn't no physically fit black fathers on TV back in the day.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Now, Uncle Phil and Jeffrey look like Stringer and Avon, cuz. Okay? These niggas gotta walk off to Avon. These niggas need to walk off to the side room all the time. Jeffrey's peeling off bread to Jazz. Jazz is a whole when did Jazz take a shahada? When did that happen? Okay? Jazz has another line chain.
Hey, listen, when we get to Jazz, I like Jazz glow up, dog. Come on, Jazz ain't a bum ass nigga no more.
Yeah.
They did Jazz dirty in the Fresh Prince. Jazz was a bum ass nigga.
Hillary is feeling Jazz.
Yeah, you gotta remember, eventually she started feeling Jazz.
I like that though. He deserve a chance, man. Come on now.
He do.
Jazz is a business owner now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that.
Uncle Phil and Jeffrey got bricks in, man. When are those bricks coming out? Because I need Uncle Phil to gain some weight. That's what I'm just saying. Like, Uncle Phil, you got to eat a piece of pie or something for me, cuz something. What is going on? This is not Phillips. Even when they playing pool, how do we not have? He ain't say Lucille one time. You're playing pool. No, this is why you're playing.
I give you that. I give you that.
I forgot.
They should have dropped that. They should have dropped that.
As soon as he beat him, he should have said, "Damn, that's because you got Lucille."
Yeah, exactly.
That would have been a good one.
But he's definitely still as good. But he did the original Uncle Phil did do some stepping back in the old show.
Yep.
That is true.
Yes, he
I
did.
don't remember Uncle Phil doing no
did
stepping, but
step.
copy. I mean, you know.
Yeah,
Brother.
I don't know what he was pledging, but he was definitely.
Yeah, I remember he was in a fraternity and all
He
that.
was in a
Yeah.
fraternity, and he did some stepping. He did some big as he was. He did his thing.
I'm saying, shouts out. Where little Kevin from The Wire? He could have been Uncle Phil, man.
No, we didn't have to have
got
Prop
me
Joe
out there to be Uncle Phil.
We didn't have to have Prop Joe to make you happy.
Prop Joe, RP Prop Joe too, man. Goddamn.
All right. What did the rest of you guys think about Uncle Phil? Go ahead, Nairi.
Like I said, I feel like since it's supposed to be an earlier time for everybody, like nobody's legit, nobody's like cemented. Even though the Banks family is still rich, nobody's cemented. Like we watched The Fresh Prince where Phil was a judge, like he was going to be a judge. Now he's on his way to just be district attorney. So it's like maybe Phil is going to get fat later on, but right now he's still healthy because he's still on the grind. He's still on the come up. I mean, and it's kind of like that way for everybody. Nobody seems completely cemented in their role, except for Connor Carlton in a weird way, until Will comes to town. Everybody else is just kind of like trying to find their place.
Yeah. Good point. Great point. Go ahead, Dan.
Man, Carlton, like, come on.
What did he say? It was Zannies? It's just Zannies. It's okay.
Just Zannies.
Just Zannies.
Snorting Xanax is not okay.
I was like, that's not okay. I promise that's not okay.
Zanny bars.
I promise you. Cuz got
Phil,
6 bars chopped up.
Ready to go at all times.
All times.
I'm ready to go right now. This nigga going to school.
Uncle Phil, I like the reimagining of the character. Like Nas said, you can tell it's a younger Uncle Phil. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to figure his way through things. I mean, obviously they got bread already, but you know what I mean? It's a younger Uncle Phil, and you gotta remember this. Fresh Prince was on for a minute, so we only on episode 4. Like you said, we ain't even get to him even going to a judge yet. If you peep episode 1, they showed Judge Robinson, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who was Sherman Helmsley.
Oh, yeah, I peeped that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at some point, I mean, right now, they're not even beefing. You know, in the show, they was beefing because he was trying to take that spot. Eventually, it's going to come. So I like where they're going. You know, I like the reimagining of it. You know, I don't mind physically fit Uncle Phil. You know what I'm saying?
He don't mind cardio and
because
green beans.
Our Uncle Phil used to talk about it all the time about how good he looked back in the day. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't remember when they showed the picture of Uncle Phil and Ivy back in the day? Uncle Phil was awesome.
Good point.
Uncle Phil played football. My man is out here with a J now. He's Steph Curry. Uncle Phil was Warren Sapp back in the day, or Mean Joe
He might have been a
Green.
2-sport star. He might have been a
He's
2-sport star.
Mean Joe Green. Fat Uncle Phil was Mean Joe Green.
Yeah, he do.
Now he out there.
He could be a running back.
He might have been a hell of a fullback on the team. You know what I mean?
I was about to say the same thing. I can see him hitting the hole.
Yep.
I'm saying, now Uncle Phil run a 4.2, nigga. He out there catching the fly pattern. He on this tip.
Right.
Oh, Uncle Phil used to be a center. This one play offense. You know what I mean? This one he getting points on there. You know what I mean?
Right.
He going up you got to give it to him up the middle for a quick little 3 yards.
Right.
From Nick Mangold,
like you said,
fucking
Uncle Phil.
Shady McCoy.
Uncle Phil was Warren Sapp. This one is Aaron Donald. You know what I mean?
I like the new Uncle Phil though. I'm liking him. I'm liking him.
Yeah, I'm liking him too. I'm definitely feeling the energy. He struggles going back and forth between should I help Will, should I not? How is this going to affect what I'm doing? There was a little continuity error, I think, in the first episode, or maybe the second one. I got a little confused that when the first episode ended and when the second one began when I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
But, there was one part where he said he wanted to help him and then he didn't all of a sudden. And it was like the boy only been here 6 hours and you already like you don't want to help him again.
Not that too. Like
bro,
nigga, we only had breakfast. You trying to get rid of me already?
Yeah, exactly. Jeffrey had to remind him. He was like, he only been there a day. Like, calm down. Slow. Get the boy a minute.
But if you peep, it seemed like they trying to hint to something. Because even just the little things that Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv talk about whenever they talk about Will, it's like, oh, we owe it to him. Oh, like I wanted to, I've always felt for that boy ever since his father, and then he didn't say anything else about what happened to his father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think Uncle
said
Phil
that too. I'm like, so is his dad dead now?
Uncle Phil either got him killed or booked.
Yeah, it's some type of secret that's gonna come out eventually.
Yeah, no doubt. I feel the same way.
Will's dad is Marlo, is what you're telling me. Okay.
Right. I was about to say maybe Uncle Phil put him in the dirt, or maybe put him in.
Maybe
he's from
or
Philly.
at least behind bars. Something.
Exactly.
From Philly, you never know.
You never know. So definitely there's some hidden secret, and it ain't that his dad's a deadbeat. I'm pretty sure that's not.
Nah, it ain't that.
It ain't.
It ain't that. Not this time. All right. So trying to think, was anything else I wanted to say about Uncle Phil? No, I think pretty much. Yeah, I'm feeling right now. This struggle between to him is unknown, but the struggle between him and Aunt Viv, I think it's interesting. It's a little shaky. It's not the best storyline. Her wanting to going back to being an artist, and then these little fake fights they keep having about that. But I think it's it's an interesting little twist to the storyline. Trying to add a little drama between them, because at first there was this theory I had that maybe he was cheating on her with somebody, but then I'm like, no, I don't think they would do that in this show. Like at least I hope not. Like that. Don't taint that. Like the Uncle Phil.
You never know. We already got Carlton snorting lines, so we don't. You never know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Who's going to be the gay one? Who's your money on to be the gay one?
It's already out there.
It's already out there. It's already obvious.
Nah, I ain't got
the youngest character on the show.
Man, you didn't see
Ashley.
I
swear. Yeah, I just said it. I just said my money's on Ashley.
Oh yeah.
They showed it already.
I didn't see that though.
It was obvious in episode 4. In episode 4.
When that little girl walked up to her,
the little girl came and they zoomed the camera. Copy.
Yes.
I've been watching TV for too long. As soon as they showed the little girl when she said, "Oh, where's such and such?" Copy. I was on it.
Bro,
when
she was asking about the little girl, I was already like,
antennas went up, huh?
First of all, if you peep, before she walked into the house, she put the little lip gloss on. And the first thing that she peeped was, "Oh, where homegirl at?" She was distraught from the rip. So I'm like, "Oh, we about." You know what I mean? And you could peep when little young boy put his arm around her. She wasn't feeling that.
Yeah,
she faked the funk like a mug.
Faked it like a mug.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, so I was like, I was already like, and then when the old girl
Stringer had
showed
the
up,
GPS on her.
There we go.
Stringer had the GPS on her. Come on, Miss Ashley, we have to go. Come on, Nigerian.
That's
dog. It's 2020. She got an iPhone. All you gotta do is find my iPhone.
Exactly.
If you peep, Jeffrey is head of security. He ain't just the butler. He head of security.
Team Android.
For real.
You don't even need. You don't even.
Hey, you already know, B. Team Android.
You don't even need
track my location.
The family link. If you got the family link and your kid got a phone, you put that app on there. You can track them everywhere.
Oh yeah.
That's how I always know where my oldest son is at.
Mm-hmm.
Copy.
I got
CSI 9 is handling
the car and on the phone.
Yep. Family link. Find them anywhere.
Yep. All right. So Aunt Viv, what y'all thinking about Aunt Viv? Go ahead, tell them what you're thinking, Big Man.
I got us in here on the Summer Dream screen though, you know what I'm saying?
I got some things that I like about it. I got some things I don't like. What I do like about this Aunt Viv, I like that they went dark skin Aunt Viv, because that was the best Aunt Viv. Mm-hmm. I like that she does something now, because I can't remember Aunt Viv, they ever touching on Aunt Viv having any type of career in the Fresh Prince.
True.
I don't remember.
She was a teacher. Remember, she was a lawyer and
she's still a teacher.
But they never show her teaching her
going to work or
They always made it seem like she was just a homemaker now. But if you but now you get this, you got the backstory of she's an artist, and already what was it? It was episode 2 or 3 where she trying to get back in her shit, and apparently she was the shit at one point. where Phil was following her around. So I like that they building that storyline behind her, so now we can get to see her do some more shit. What I don't like is that she's supposed to be from Philly. There's not no essence. Listen, the original Aunt Viv from the Fresh Prince, she had that little bit of hood in her. You know what I mean? She gave it, you know what I mean? Whenever she talked, she had that little bit of hood in her. This Aunt Viv, the interaction she be having with Hillary, the interaction she be having with them, I don't detect no type of, you know what I mean? You would think she
grew up. This one thing I'll give you about that though, Dan. Remember though, they said she told Will, I had to learn to adjust to being here.
That's what I was going to say.
She was saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I still got that in me because she says she tried to throw something in there about water ice. And she's like, what's that? She's like, it's a Philly thing. You know what I'm saying? So even like her saying, even when Philip saying, like, you always say what you got to say and you never hold back. That's supposed to be the side of it. But she's telling Will, like, I know how to suppress it. Like,
but she can't suppress it with her own daughter because Hillary got more swag and hood with her than she do, and Hillary from over there.
These supposed to be these Bel-Air ass kids who you got to handle with care, no slaps in the back of the head type time.
Right. Tan said, just like we're saying, Tan said they've been too far or too long removed. So yeah, and that's how I kind of feel about it with her because she's like you said, she's dropped a few hints here and there that she's got that Philly still in her.
Yeah, but I just want to see a little bit, you know, give me a little bit more spiciness. You know what I mean? Like you know, you supposed to be, you know, educated dark skinned woman from the hood. You know what I mean? Like you know, you still got to give me a little
parents still alive
so for instance, when Hillary put the little company on blast, she felt like, come on, like you supposed to be riding with her. Like that showed that you know, your daughter ain't going for the dumb shit. And you appalled. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't get it at all.
Because all her homies was like, hey, good job, Hillary.
Exactly. You still giving Hillary shit.
But I think that goes back to what he was saying about how she had to leave that part behind. Like she had to do a lot of suppression and had to bury a lot to even make those relationships and friendships that she made. She didn't necessarily make those friendships by being the Philly girl. She made those friendships by being the Bel-Air John. So you know what I'm saying? So she's worried about, oh, I did all this to build all this, and you about to tear it down in one move.
Right. I feel
you know what I'm saying?
I just like
so that's
just
even if you look at I just give us
on the other side of the fence with Hillary altogether.
Right.
Use this as an example. We just did the show on Sunday. All of our wives are sitting there thinking whatever, but tonight it ain't about me. I'm playing the role of the supportive wife. Once we get in the car, I'm gonna tell you I think this, and this. But while we here, it's just go ahead, baby, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Same situation.
Yeah. I'm just feeling the original Aunt Viv. She tell me in a minute. She used to tell me in a minute. I knocked the black off you. You know what I mean? She used to be quick with it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Will mom too.
She hard to touch because she a legit crazy woman though. She hard to
Will mom and Will. She would have smacked you at 16. You popped fly in the wheel. You was catching a left hand, right hand. We fresh on 76. That don't matter. You said what, nigga? Bang. That's you was caught. You caught one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tan said that based on Hillary's age alone, even before Viv went to college, that's like 25 years. She's a different person. So yeah, definitely a different person.
Good point.
And yeah, now you got to think too. I mean, that's a good point, Tan. 25 years. You definitely
25 years for Viv to be out here. Okay, copy.
Yeah, you fully assimilated at that point. You're not definitely not gonna have hood in you because I know
you from Bel-Air at this point.
Yeah, because I know even the short amount of time I've been out the hood. I've only been away from the hood maybe about 15 years, maybe not even 15, maybe about just under 15 years. So I've lost a lot of my hood edge. You know what I'm saying? Things that I think about when I'm doing my thing, I don't think like I did when I was in the hood. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different kind of mentality, and you kind of you soften up. You lose that ability to see certain things. Now, other things you see coming, from a mile away. Because
I hope one day I get to that point because I only been out the hood for about 9 months. I ain't too far from out the hood.
Yeah. No, you still probably keep your hand on the strap
every day. everywhere I go.
Rightfully so.
The murder rate is too high in Philly to not.
So,
Exactly.
But see, Willie's leaving half the story out. So y'all don't know this. Willie's fully, you know what I'm saying, grown man situation. He has a vacation fund and all of that type of shit. You know what
Oh
I'm
shit.
saying? So yeah,
Oh,
you gotta get like
yeah.
Willie when we grow up.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm not. He's an adult.
All the way.
a full-grown
He's an
Grown
adult.
man.
See, he's been hooked up with cardio Uncle Phil and
You know what I'm saying?
Jeffrey.
I'm
or
still,
something, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't an adult yet. I'm just grown. I'm still
That's what I'm
grown.
saying.
You know
See,
what I'm saying? The next step is
Willie,
becoming an adult.
Willie is Weebay
exactly.
is what he's trying to let us know. You know what I'm saying? He's fully down with the situation.
So yeah, go ahead, Hympe. Tell us what you think about Aunt Viv.
I'm Viv, like I said, glad you went dark skin over light skin. She's kind of like she's too, like I can't really say like she's too much on Hillary ass because you grown and you ain't figured your shit out, you know, and you just been staying in the pool house and you just content with doing nothing type time. But my whole situation with that is she's trying to do something. You got those kids who be 19 and content with just I'm staying at the crib and I'm gonna be on Instagram doing nothing all day. And you got the ones who I'm doing this because I'm chasing my dream. I'm actually trying to attain something. Now, watching that episode, got a topic out of that we're gonna dive into a little later on the How to Hustle podcast on Tuesdays and GFT Radio Network, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But she's not willing to sacrifice herself to be I can get this job that I wanted at this different this culinary situation, but they want me to mess my recipes up. They want me to dull the taste and present it as something that is
they want to
not.
whiten it down. You know.
Yeah,
They want to whiten it up, copy.
Whitewash it.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Yeah. We want you to put a little garnish and take the season out. You know what I'm saying? Make it look cute, makes great Instagram photos, but it don't taste the same. And I'm not willing to compromise who I am for that situation. And I respect that wholeheartedly. How your mom don't respect that, like, I don't really get that, but you know, that's the dynamic between a mom and a daughter. So that's kind of a good thing because like most daughters and moms have those like we just gonna be here all day long because it's two women and she doesn't ever actually see you as a woman.
Right.
She just still sees you as her child and she needs to hold her hand and guide her through the situation. Like she said, I didn't ask you to make that phone call. So don't tell me about you messed it up and I asked for this favor. She's like, I didn't ask for the favor. Like I was content doing my thing on Instagram and you know what I'm saying, try to get my influencer situation go.
Right.
So Aunt Viv is cool right now. She's about to get into a little painting bag, but
yeah. Did you have anything else to add, Nairi, on Aunt Viv?
She's trouble, man. I think she's trouble with this whole trying to figure herself out thing because we've all kind of touched on it. She went from, being this chick from Philly to assimilate into Bel-Air life, and she knows the role she has to play. But now with her friends being in their ear about going back to the painting thing and that world opening up, it's like she's gonna be real. I feel like she's gonna become real inconvenient for everybody, not just Phil. You know what I mean? She already inconvenient for Hillary. I think she's gonna become inconvenient for Will and Carlton too.
Oh wow. Okay. I'll be looking out for that. I didn't think about it like that. Definitely didn't think about it like that. Because I've been liking that she kind of gave me that feeling of light skin Aunt Viv from the mother standpoint.
Yes.
But we got our dark skin Aunt Viv, and the little tidbit she'll throw in there to make herself seem like she been from Philly, that kind of thing. The only thing that was throwing me, and I think this is a point that Dan might have made if he had thought about it, was when the sister called. I was like, would that really have gone down if she was really from Philly? Like, would she allow her sister to get in there?
They would have been cussing each other the fuck out.
Down. You know what I mean?
They would have been cussing each other out.
Exactly. I'm like, that should have been a whole ball out fight. Like,
but I think that goes back to what you're saying.
That's the 25 years though of
assimilation. Yeah.
I think that goes back to your theory about what happened with Will's dad, and that might be why she backed down. Because again, Uncle Phil might be the reason Phil's dad is out the picture. So she backed down from that immediately because she still feel guilty and responsible. Like, all right, Viv, all right, you right.
True.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Now we got all the good insights. All right. We're gonna have you back here a few more shows out of here. For sure.
I'm a slide.
I'm down.
Tan said But if you're talking hood element, how many kids have the privilege of chilling while they're chasing their dreams? So yeah, let's get on Hillary. Let's jump on Hillary right quick. So I feel like Hillary is I like that she's smart versus being super dumb. You can't pull that off in a dramatic show anyway. I also like that she's got a little touch of, fire in her about, sticking to her guns, being about her principles, even though she's trying to still figure herself out at the same time. And then, the relationship that she has with the rest of the family seems to be, I think a better relationship than our original Hillary did, because she seems to interact well with everybody, even though her and Carlton still have that brother sister, headbutting thing. It's not terrible. It's just like, and the only thing I don't get is with the age difference is her what's the name, like her not that she's should have everything figured out by now. She just seems a little too old to not have something figured out by now, which I think is Aunt Viv's issue with the situation. So I kind of
that goes to the shelteredness though. Like you got to,
like Hympe was mentioning earlier, I didn't like that she at least don't back her daughter up. Like, look, this is something you should stand up for. This is something you should do, and she's
I got something for you.
Yeah.
That goes to the knowing that you have a sheltered kid that's been, coddled and ain't really ready for the real world type of thing. With the way I'm thinking that Aunt Viv is looking at it is, because they keep talking about how she was this big time artist and Philip was like playing the back role for her. So probably at her stage of life, when she was her age, she was already had a situation figured out, and I'm doing the art thing, and then she got pregnant with Hillary. So she's like, well, I had my stuff figured out, end up getting pregnant, and then it turned my life into something else. I don't want you to end up in that situation. So how don't you have it figured out? Even though she has it figured out, she just hasn't got to the success of it yet. That's why I said I like the fact that she has those type of kids. You can't put them kids out because they're trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? They're not content with just being on Instagram all day. She's on Instagram all day though, because she's building her brand and her business. Like it's a difference in those type situations.
Exactly. Yeah. Go ahead, Nairi.
Y'all definitely killed it. I definitely do like the fact that Hillary is motivated, that she has a focus. We had to wait for however many seasons for her to decide she wanted to be a shopper or whatever.
Talk show woman. The weather girl.
Yeah, I'm saying the anchor.
All 8 of those different careers that she ended up.
Where's Trevor at, man? Is Trevor dead?
Trevor dead again.
I forgot Trevor died.
Man, I'm waiting on Trevor to die in this show, bro. I'm waiting on it.
He might pop up and we see how that ends. But shoot, Jazz looked like he got a chance this time. So you might not have to worry about Trevor too soon. Exactly. But I appreciate the clash between the two of them because she knows what her passion is, and her mom let go of her passion to become who she is. So it makes sense that they would definitely have that kind of clash. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mom, you did your thing and you gave it up, and I get it, but I'm making my thing. So it's like, you either gonna back my play or you not. And once she got to the point where she's just like, well, I'm not going back your play, Hillary's like, okay then. Like, I'm not going back you. Right. You made it. Why can't I?
Yeah, true that.
So I definitely like that. And I like how what you said, she seems interconnected to everybody. Like, she's functional all the way around to help every situation. Even how we saw her help Jazz situation out.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
She seemed like she a key player in every way, especially with her social media presence. Yeah. I feel like that's going to help people out quite a few more times.
I had a jail call real quick. This is what I wanted to throw in there though. I hate that they always do this on shows where the parent never tells the child, like, yeah, I was doing this, that, and whatever, and I got pregnant with you. You need to express that and tell her that and be like, not try to scare you or you ruined my life type time, but you sent my life in a different direction, and I don't want you to have to go through that same situation. So bring that up and not let it be one of those things where it just festers and festers, and then she say, oh, why didn't you ever follow your dreams? Because I got pregnant with you.
You see that? You know that's coming, right?
They tried to do it and they stopped. It was like, stop short. Yeah. Go ahead, Big Dan. Let us know what you think.
So I like what they're doing with Hillary's character. I like that she's not this fucking stuck up rich girl anymore. You know what I'm saying? I like that she's conscious, you know what I'm saying? You know, I like that she's uncompromising, you know what I'm saying? She's not willing to compromise herself, you know, to get on. Because just like that, she could have been on, you know what I'm saying? But she would have had to compromise herself as a person, and she didn't do that. Old Hillary would have took the check. You know what I mean?
Immediately.
Old Hillary would have been on it. You know what I mean? We done seen old Hillary do everything from weatherman to pep girl. You know what I'm saying? So
In the bikini and shit.
Exactly.
Right.
Like so.
And remember, she had the location. She catered the party or whatever. And the old joint, the food was terrible.
So
now she gourmet chefing using
she the
calls.
shit now.
You know
But so, like what Nah was saying, so I look at her and Aunt Viv's dynamic as to so it's an up-to-date show. It's a reimagining. It's now. Right now, people Hillary's age and under is making a bread off this phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Having 70,000, 500,000 followers, whatever she was saying she got, that means something now to them, especially what she's trying to do.
That's currency.
She's building her brand.
Right.
Viv might not see that. You know what I'm saying? Viv might be looking at it from a generation before. You got to think about it. We came from a generation before where we didn't have these.
Right, at all.
Could you imagine if we would have had this back then when, you know what I'm saying? Like, we probably all would be rich right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we had
wouldn't even liked it because you never knew it. Like,
come on, man.
I love being 2 blocks away. My mom ain't know where the fuck I was at. You can track the whole. You can check my
talking
GPS
about as
see.
like to reach out to people. Just think about it. When I was Hillary age, I wouldn't have been able to sit here. He's in Detroit. I wouldn't have been able to see him. We wouldn't be able to have this conversation. He would have had to call me collect. And I would have had to accept the charges.
Oh, distance? Hold up, man. Who the fuck is this?
No, I don't know nobody from that area code.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, hang up. You know what I'm saying?
Hang up.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So Viv might be looking at it like you gotta think about it. First episode when Will got there, you always on there, get off that social media. You always on there. No, I got 3,000 people that I'm talking to right now. this about to be it. Like, I'm trying to get there. Like, I understand what you was doing, Mom, you know, and you fell back to raise a family, but right now I'm getting to it. I got 75,000 people that's, you know what I mean, that's digging me.
Right.
So, you know, I like what they doing, and I like that she ain't hating on Jazz. You know what I'm saying? That she hated on Jazz for seasons. You know what I'm saying? But Jazz, Jazz was a bum ass nigga. But,
right, he was a bum ass nigga.
Yeah, now Jazz.
Can I throw this in here for you?
Huh?
Let me throw this in before Willie answer this question. For me, I think that they should have switched Ashley and Hillary as far as those roles, because she's younger and seeing all those different things happen. She dives head first into the activism situation. Hillary already stuck in her ways because she's in a little older bit of a space, and she grew up with these white people, so she wouldn't really even look at it like that. She would be looking at it on a Carlton type time. It don't matter if they're saying nigga, because like these is all my friends. These is all the people I always grew up with. So I'm thinking about it like if they flipped to reverse those roles, and even if you still was gonna make her gay, again, it would make more sense for it to be Hillary because she got the 20 some odd years of growing up in that.
Got you. I think that would have still worked. Yeah, I think that's
interesting.
Mm-hmm. It still would have been working.
And I want to throw in one more thing about Hillary too.
Yeah.
Like the fact, I think that they deliberately went to make her dark skinned. And like we said, like the whole dumb thing wouldn't have even worked for this type of show. But I think that, you know, in this day and age, when people are sensitive to certain portrayals of Black people, you know what I'm saying? Let's be honest, colorism is still an issue. So having her be up there light skinned and airheaded, while her mom is dark skinned.
I feel like everybody at some point watched The Fresh Prince and said, I think maybe, Aunt Viv might have been sliding because we had dark skin. Hillary was the lightest thing on the show.
And now Ashley light skin.
You know what I'm saying?
Can Aunt Viv still do the split too? I need to know that too. Can Aunt Viv still bust it wide like she did back? Because Aunt Viv had to bust it that wide because Uncle Phil was that wide. Now cardio Uncle Phil, she ain't got
right.
Terrible.
You out of pocket. But you got old Aunt Viv. Old Aunt Viv was getting busy. You remember that dance episode?
Nigga, when she busted wide.
Uncle Phil. You wow.
Old Aunt Viv was flexible.
Go upstairs and tell your lady, hey, listen now, Okay, I'm not cardio now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cardio Hympe. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to get these joints. You know what I'm saying?
Terrible.
Get
All
his
right.
joints right.
Oh, man.
Let's jump on Carlton right quick.
Oh God.
So I think we probably all can pretty much agree. Carlton is still a little corny, but he's
No doubt.
he's got all this power that no one man should ever have,
Mm-hmm.
and a nose full of chalk dust. So it was shocking, but it was just like I was actually not surprised. It was shocking, but I was not surprised.
But you got to remember, think about it. We said it earlier. They take little pieces from the original joint. Remember the episode? Carlton was on the speed.
When he was on the speed.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So now we go from Carlton being on the speed to now he's snorting Xannies.
Yeah,
I'm glad it wasn't cocaine. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know. I was like, oh shit! Like,
He a rich kid. They probably prescribe him
That's what I'm
Xanax
saying.
like nothing. You know what I'm saying? He just trying to get it
That's
in
what I'm
system quicker.
That's what I'm saying. You know where you crushed up Zanny leases. You know where that's gonna lead him to.
right.
Not even that. He was in the bedroom walking closet getting busy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Headphones in,
3
everything.
lines.
Yo, he was in a whole vibe, headphones on, chopping it up. Oh, Will.
And the expert at it too, yo. 3 lines. All set up.
He was
That's
feeling
because he's
himself.
47, bro. He been snorting them joints for 35
Well, listen,
years.
I just did the Googles. He only 23 in real life.
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy.
That nigga old as hell in his face. He old as fuck.
Yeah.
He got some city miles on him, nigga.
He definitely
His
got
dad
an
must
old
have ran
nigga
away
face,
years
boy.
ago. He been taking care of his little brother and his
Might have
little
did some
sister.
blow in real life.
Right. For sure. So what do you think about the actor and his portrayal of Carlton? What y'all thinking?
I'll jump on. He's making Carlton into a unlikable person to begin with. Like, at least the old Carlton was kind of funny. People could appreciate the corny, but he's just been a villain. Like, he hasn't really added whereas I said Hillary is accessible to everybody. Like, she asks everybody. Carlton seems to be able to take away from the situation. Like, he's the opposite. He could mess things up for his pop's election. He could mess things up for Will. He could even mess things up for Ashley if he find out what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you gotta have that character. It's a drama. You gotta have that one. You gotta have it. Everybody can't be Peaches. Like somebody gotta be going through something. You know what I'm saying?
And he is the heel because, and I get it. It's like he was perfect or allegedly perfectly fine until Will got there. So since Will destroyed
he was
his
not
world,
perfectly fine. Lisa
But he
told him.
wasn't because his girl.
that's why I said allegedly, because his drug problem.
Yeah.
His drug problem definitely took over him or whatever.
And the fact that he just cool with, dancing half naked, the hot nigga with white boys. I wasn't feeling his Schmurder dance. You know what I'm saying?
But in his world, that's good for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for everybody else, yeah, we know how whack that is. Like, Will knew how whack that was, but
Right.
in his world, that makes him fit perfect. It's part of how he obtained the power that he has.
Right.
True that. Yeah, because he basically gave them the outlet to be the cool kids around the black kid.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Go ahead, Big Dan.
He's a sucker.
Straight sucker. Carlton. All right, so I like that. All right, so the original Carlton. He was a super duper cornball, Barry Manilow. You know what I'm saying? Like all that. I like that they dressed real preppy, Tommy Hilfiger blazers. You know what I mean? Golf pants everywhere, penny loafers. I like that they gave this Carlton a little bit of swag. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's rich boy swag. You know what I'm saying? He don't dress like a nut. You know what I mean? Now, we're gonna have to get Carlton in rehab at some point. I don't know where we're gonna take this character. If you his last episode, was it this last one, the basketball episode?
Yeah,
spiraling out of control. Like the fact that if just the fact that the parents didn't show was at Will's game, he can't. You can tell right now that boy is not mentally stable. and he's going to go on a bender at some point.
He banged the line out in the locker room and then went to
his character. But I think that's when maybe him and Will gonna get cool. Like maybe Will will help him through it. But you can already tell he gonna at some point.
Give me the needle. Give me the needle, Carlton. I said,
I want the gun. I saved your life. I want the gun.
I saved your life. I want the pipe.
Yeah, I think so. At some point, I feel like Carlton
out of your pocket.
What's going to happen is Carlton, at some point Carlton probably going to OD. You know what I mean? Something going to happen. You know what I mean? And it's going to come to life. You know what I mean? Like, and then that's going to switch the dynamic in the household between Uncle Phil, Aunt Viv. You got Uncle Phil running for district election. I mean, a district attorney, and your son a whole pillhead.
Right.
You know what I mean? You worrying about the young boy from Philly when your whole insight, you got a gay daughter, your one daughter, she being rebellious, and the heir to your throne is on that shit.
Right.
Like you like, I mean, it's like Nas said, but when you talking about how the villain, you got to have that villain. And honestly, I like him as the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? He plays that villain bad guy role good. You know what I'm saying? This particular actor, he embodies what the bad guy needs to bring to the screen. You know what I'm saying? You don't like him. He's always going to be a dickhead, but he show you little inklings that he could be cool.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So I want to see where he's going to go. I can't wait for him to OD, or he might slip off and go to something a little harder.
OD.
He might snort some fentanyl by accident. I don't know. He gonna move on to something. You know what I mean?
Right. This is the gate. That situation at the game, the gateway drug is the gateway drug to something harder. That's true.
Yeah.
This is one thing that I touched on.
Xanax is a downer. You know what I'm saying? He gonna need something to bring him up. So he gonna have to bump it up to cocaine at some point.
Hit the slopes.
He already used to snorting. So, and if I don't know if y'all Pete, remember when he was chopping up the lines? This little shit that I noticed. He was chopping up the lines in the fucking in the walk-in closet. Before he put the credit card away, he licked it.
Get that little extra.
Put it back in the tuck. That's little shit like that let me know. Okay, he researched this role and he was hanging around some pillheads that were snorting some lines. You know what I mean? It's the little details. You know what I mean?
This was something that Nas said though, is he gonna be the one to fuck the campaign up because he's the one who thinks. I run this whole situation with the school and all of that. None of the shit that I do has consequences. He gonna go snort it out his biscuit. He gonna get that internship with the boy that he fleed with helping with the chair situation. He gonna get that internship. He gonna go down there, pinged out his biscuit, and he
fucked the internship up.
Yeah,
he fucked it up already.
He fucked the internship up.
Uncle Phil just got the endorsement from the Reverend boy. He did all that. They gonna work that out for him.
Nah. Carlton fucked that up.
Work that out for him.
He fucked that up.
Yeah, boy, remember Carlton skating on him.
I like what Tam said right there too. This Hillary would never date a Trevor.
Yeah. I was about to say that's true. That's facts.
All right, what about a Trayvon then?
Trayvon.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trayvon, you know what I'm saying? The cake maker, they're going to get together on a catering gig and they're going to make it happen.
Right.
Possibly.
All right. So I don't think we really need to talk about Ashley. We already know what's going on with Ashley. We done spoke on that a lot.
That's crazy. We all peeped that and I didn't even know that was the situation.
Yeah. Let's talk about my man Jeffrey, man. Everybody's
favorite
gangster.
I love it. I love where you're at.
Talk about G.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we didn't know. Didn't Jeffrey have some type of sneaky background or something before?
Yes, I was telling people that. I was like, bro, this is the same G from the original show. This is the same exact G.
He had some type of sneaky background. I don't know if he was a Jamaican. So if you peep, he already said that he was in Jamaica, then he went to London.
And went to England. Yeah, I caught that.
Gang shit and gangster shit is heavy out in London. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Jeffrey might be a bad man in real life, you know what I mean? He do bad man things, you know what I'm saying? you see, he got niggas. I thought that the boy with the tattoo on his head was was there to run down on Will.
Run down
one of
on
Jeffrey's
Will.
little goons.
It was a goons.
Mhm.
He already told you what he was hitting for. As soon as Will, I know why you here. The boy Rashad. Don't worry about it. I got.
Don't worry about it.
Tell your uncle about this. I got him. And then what happened?
Nigga,
The end of the episode, Rashad dead than a motherfucker. Like
Crazy.
Jeffrey on some shit. Like I like that they bringing this type of shit to it because we ain't just you talking about a high profile black family in California, district attorney. Fuck no, we ain't got no. He ain't the butler, nigga. He's the head of security. He's the house manager, head of security. He run all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell him. I like him and Uncle Phil's relationship. Like Jeffrey's relationship with them on the show, yeah, he was part of the family, but it was still servitude. Like he was still a servant. You know what I'm saying? This Jeffrey, they cool. They just kicking and shooting pool. You know what I mean? We don't even know. Jeffrey got little chicks. He dipping off, doing his thing. You know what I mean? Jeffrey a bad
gonna hit the light skin chick.
And listen, the boy's suit game is on a beam.
Oh yeah.
Thousands.
The suit game is out of control.
He's
saying, what is this?
He got the best suit. He fucking Uncle Phil up when it comes to the suits.
Yeah,
that's on everything.
You know what I mean? So
come on, Stephen A. Get your
I just want to see Jeffrey down somebody one time.
I know, right?
Like, that's all. I just want to see him down somebody one time.
I gotta see him in action.
Right. Go ahead, Nairi. Let's
what you're thinking. I do love the fact that they is cursing on the show too. I hate that. Like this shit is cable. Like, damn, give me if me and my 16-year-old cousin is talking, we're not gonna say mother freaker. Like,
right.
My bad. Go ahead.
That's good. That's definitely a good point. But I definitely love New G too, man. He definitely got that like retired gangster swag, but not all the way retired.
Not all the way.
You know what I'm saying? Like he still got a foot in the street. He still know where to go for what he needs.
I feel like it's either some type of gang shit or maybe some type of military background or something like that. I think
it's both. I can see it being both. I can literally see it being both. Because especially when you speak to Jamaica, you have people who literally was both. That's how they end up in the military.
And he said that, and then back in the day, with them somebody over there in Jamaica, they was recruiting them young. And he said he had to move when he was a boy. So
that's my exact point.
He might have came from that type of situation, ended up in London. You never know. We're gonna find out.
Word. You beat me to the punch. That's exactly where I was going with it. So I feel like that just transition, and nobody in 2022 really want to see a black butler. They want to see a black dude with white gloves on, and that tuxedo talking about Master William. Like nobody.
Where is my Master William?
Outside of Hympe. Outside of the purist.
The purist.
Right.
Outside of the purist. Nobody really trying to see that in 2022. You want better representation. You want,
so because even Hympe, if Jeffrey would have walked up with the motherfucking butler tails on, you would have been like, all right, that's what we, in 2022, my nigga.
Do you know how much money this in-house butler is making if I'm in this joint, bro?
Come on, man.
I take the gig tomorrow.
You want Jeffrey to walk up looking like 12 years a slave? Like, bro,
you're not
doing that. Like, no.
Now, when I'm doing it I'm doing it for some black people. We good. You know how much money that nigga's making?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We might have seen Jeffrey outside of that butler outfit once. Like the only time I remember him out of outfit is the last episode when he was about to bounce.
Yeah, nigga, you were living.
I remember it being twice. It was that episode and when he showed up to the school. That's it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I rember that.
That's it.
He came to one of the Will basketball games.
He went on.
Yeah,
he went on. Yeah.
Where he went out, he had a brown jacket and a black turtleneck. Look familiar?
Yeah. Yep.
Right, so hold up.
It's the same G, bro.
Because this is my thing though. Do you know how much an in-house butler will make if this is the house that I'm in? You know what I'm saying? Didn't he have a kid or something? He sent some bread to on the original. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I ain't no problem, nigga. Yeah, you scramble these eggs, nigga. You want them fried? How we doing today, Master Phillip? I know you eat 12 eggs. You fat as fuck.
Not even cooking. He like
That's
sitting
what I
there
said.
chilling.
This nigga ain't even in the crib. He's over here in the side room where the bricks is at. I'm telling y'all.
That's how I want my Jeffrey in 2022.
I'm
man.
That's how I want my
I'm
Jeffrey
loving
22 as
I
well.
want my Jeffrey to have a little joint on his hip just in case
You know
something
what I'm
pop
saying?
off. You know what I mean?
Because that's
Jeffrey,
let's be honest, we high profile now, and yeah, it's nice to have security in the house who really know what they doing, who really know how to get to
Jeffrey
it.
got a banger and a ratchet on him.
He got
Exactly.
the AR in his guest house. He got the AR in the guest house.
You know he got the
He
AR.
ready for everything.
Right.
He ready for everything. And but that's
AK
what I
in the
like.
window
too,
seat, I'm sure of it.
literally, is that he's literally seems prepared for everything. He's the balance. You know what I'm saying? Like you said before, when Philip was getting out of hand, he seems to be the checks and balance, like a good conscience. Here we go, the good conscience in the house. So I like that part about him too.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think you definitely threw me for like a major loop when Jeffrey is the right hand instead of, you know what I'm saying? He ain't
Instead
shit
of the
like
glove
Jeffrey.
hand.
Yeah, like every now and again he could throw something at Philip, but now he's going to Jeffrey. Like this is his number two. Like, you know what I'm saying? You threw me completely off. Jeffrey's passing off the bread when Jazz pulls up to the crib. Jeffrey's getting niggas down across state lines. You know what I'm saying? Like,
come on, bro. Let's just be happy that Jazz is even getting broken off some bread. Before they was throwing off the property.
They was tossing that nigga off the
But that's what I'm saying. And now, cuz first of all, see, if we modernizing the show, why does he own a record store? Why is he owning the same goodies if it's 2022?
Like he said, because he holding down.
Because he holding it down for his uncle. He doing it for the love.
Store and he trying to hold it down.
In real life,
That's
though,
a
we would have
legacy
digitized that joint by now. When last time you been in a record store?
We got a few here. We got a few here in the city.
That's because y'all Motown ass niggas out there, man.
This is Cali though. You talking about California where they making beats and where it's getting happen at. Nigga, Dr. Dre might walk in that joint next episode.
Yep.
It wasn't the dude talking about Dr. Dre was who he was supposed to be working with or something. He said somebody that he needed a beat for.
Pharrell. The boy walked in was like, "Yo,
Pharrell.
I need this. I like that Jazz is that boy. Jazz was a music boy in the show. You gotta remember.
Yeah, I remember that.
Teach Ashley how to play the drums.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Jazz, when they went to the house for the first time, Jazz hopped on the joint, started scratching. He's a music boy. So it's only fitting for him in his new joint.
When they used to listen to when they had the cello hour or some shit.
It only makes sense for Jazz to run a music store. You know what I mean? He all around hustler. You know what I mean? I like that Jazz.
Spotify I like something if we going to modernize, man. Don't be having the same goodies, cuz.
Well, you couldn't pull off the same thing like you did.
Vinyl. People still love vinyl, man. People still collect vinyl.
Got an app.
It's people out
Jazz got an Apple Music store, man.
I got a record player upstairs, bro. Marvin Gaye, Thriller, all that work. I mean, so.
All right, so this last episode was what was it called? Give me a second. I lost my episode guide over here.
While we're waiting, make sure you follow at I Am Hympe on Instagram and Twitter.
You know, and your boy at BTG Podcast. You know, 215. You can find us everywhere.
I'm saying I was on actually the last episode of the BTG Podcast. That was episode 121, I believe. Find it on all streaming platforms at the moment.
All streaming platforms.
All right, so they oh yeah, this was the canvas episode. So yeah, so they were doing the canvassing, going around doing their thing, you know, trying to promote. They ended up doing the what was it, the skating rink situation. He invited everybody to the skating rink and everything. So like I said, you know, as the episode gone through, we've seen pretty much the whole cast kind of grow. I mean, I think Hillary's been doing the same great job the whole time. She's the way she kind of jumped into it. I also think she's a little more experienced than the rest of the cast members. But you know, everybody else, I think they've gotten more comfortable with their role. The roles are evolving, and the relationships are even better. So what did y'all think about this last episode with the relationship between Will and Carlton, them getting their little deals going on the side, the little side deals, as well as how the episode ended?
I think it's dumb for him to get Trey to come out there because now once you come back, niggas know that you went out there to see him.
You gotta remember. And,
they gonna pressure.
Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
But now the situation is we shot Trey. We looking for Will. The dumb part about that was like, oh, Will got out because he snitched. He snitched on who? He had the gun, and his fingerprints was on the gun. So he snitched on who and what.
The boy's dead now.
But that's why I'm saying though.
Before he found out he was dead. Yeah, he talking about
as if you know, because you from here. Like I said, right now, the city is retarded. But one nigga dies, that leads to the next nigga is dying. Once you left off now, this nigga get killed Wednesday. Thursday, Trey flies the fuck out. Now he come back on Sunday. You just flew out right after that happened. We know that's all. You know what I'm saying? Now we gonna kidnap Trey, and you gonna tell us where Will is at.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta bring Trey. All right, so Trey coming out there. That's basically them paying homage to another episode. You got to remember in the original Fresh Prince, Don Cheadle
that's
was
what
Trey.
I said though. Yeah, but this situation is different because now somebody's dead and you got shot already. You know what I'm saying?
You also got to remember they didn't like Trey when they brought him out there in the original joint, and Will was telling him Trey was the one that was his ride or die homie that always had his back, and they keeping true to that on here. So you gotta bring him out. I mean, now granted the situation is crazy, but come on, now we got Jeffrey on the team now, my nigga. We got bring him on out. We safe now.
Yeah, he ain't cooking no breakfast. What the fuck?
right. He got time today and tomorrow.
Yeah, he ain't got no turkey. He ain't got no turkey like links in the frying pan or nothing.
See, it's the little stuff that like that, like what they do with like the little side characters and shit. Like how they keep paying homage, and that's what I do really like about the show. You got the Trey character. They done already talked about Judge Robinson. They even, if you peep, when he played fucking basketball against Malibu Prep, you know what I'm saying? That was from the episode where Alan Payne was on there. Oh, right. The boy had the little joint, the little
even Lisa.
Was like,
even Lisa
really from Malibu.
Hold up, Willie. That's where I'm going, Willie. Who the fuck is Lisa? Because this is not Lisa. It's not Lisa Nia Long, because he don't meet her until like season 3. So I'm thinking it was the character that was Queen Latifah.
Nah, it's still that Lisa. I feel like they just bringing it all in.
They giving them a love sooner.
All like,
they giving them.
You gotta remember, Will had a bunch of little chicks throughout all the joints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had Gina. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like they just from the jump you gotta bring something that's all right. How can we make Carlton and Will have some beef? Yeah. All right, we got to put a girl in here. What's the girl that we know that Will was going for on there? The main one, Lisa. All right, so let's build the storyline between Lisa and Carlton.
Man, chill, man. And then you got
to remember
this weirdo.
Why I said that they bring it all together? Remember,
snorting shit, and this is who you fucking with. Oh no, I'm cool.
But listen, remember the reason that I say they took all the little different chicks and put them together, because remember, Tyra Banks. Carlton was fucking with Carlton met Tyra Banks first when they went to college, and she was fucking with him. And then she saw Will. Oh my God, Will! I used to fuck with her back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So they taking all the little joints, you know what I'm saying, that Will fucked with in the show and combining them all into this Lisa character. You know what I'm saying?
She got popped the nails off like Gina did then on that.
Like exactly what it did. You know what I mean? I'm stuck in the basement sitting on the tricycle, girl, getting on my nerves.
You're right.
Body is hers.
So
that's real though.
Yeah,
that's real though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember
what you think about Jeffrey the Gangster, Willie?
Like I said, I feel like he's definitely just like the original G, that he's got that mystery, he's got that swag, he's got that little, his comebacks aren't sneaky anymore. That's his voice.
Right at him.
He can throw them out there now, and I definitely feel like we got some more to see when it comes to what he's going to be into. Because I feel the same way everybody else do. Like this man is into some stuff. He's definitely the original Batman.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Chris and Snoop.
right.
He was a hitter. He was a hitter at some point.
Oh yeah, no doubt, definitely.
He was. Even the way he talked to homeboy in the wheel, the just automatic respect he commanded off that situation alone.
Exactly.
We're not paying him anymore. That's what I'm saying. Come on, it's fucking Jeffrey. Give me another character, man.
How much did he ask? He said, how much did he ask for? I didn't ask because we ain't paying him.
Because we ain't paying.
paying this nigga anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's over with. That's over with.
He's already dead.
He's already dead.
But I thought that was kind of I just going back to that whole thing with him and Rashad, like how you said that was kind of clunky the way they led to that. I think even that whole beef was clunky. Like, oh, you snitched. Well, if he snitched, why you ain't in jail for extra long?
Exactly.
Well,
He snitched on what?
Let's like so.
He came home Monday, you came home Tuesday, but he ran.
Exactly.
Where in the world does snitching happen like that? When he told
4 hours, I'm mad.
Not
on
even
you,
that.
and you right back out.
He got out of breakfast. I got out of
Fuck
breakfast.
all
What the fuck
that.
is this?
If you, I'm assuming that they ain't just going to the. I'm assuming they got out of school. They went to the ball court. Maybe it's a Friday night. I don't know if y'all ever been booked on a Friday night before in Philly, but
It means you don't come
you
out
ain't
to Monday.
you ain't getting out. They not even processing you until fucking sometime over the weekend. You're not going to see the judge until Monday.
Until Monday.
You know what I'm saying? Will should have been sitting for longer than over a night. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how powerful. I don't give a fuck who you called. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the night, Uncle Phil. Will still, the way Philly move, he might have got out, but he gonna sit till Monday morning. You know what I'm saying? So, it was too quick for me.
It was.
Cardio
But
Uncle Phil can move faster than diabetes Uncle Phil. That's why.
Yeah, like that's the part I didn't get was the animosity. Like, what you telling? What did he tell Rashad? What did he tell Easy? Like,
What
calm
did he
down.
You got out of jail already, bro. Like,
Your
so,
third
what
rounds
did
of
I
your
tell?
battles. Like, what are you
Here's
mad
the
at,
thing.
bro?
What can I tell, nigga? They have the gun with my fingerprint.
That's what I
Right.
said.
I fired it. I pointed it at you. What am I telling?
I got a camera. So how? What am I telling? Oh, I stopped him because Rashad didn't do anything.
I punched 3 niggas and I shot in the air and pointed it at the drug
bro.
dealer. Is that the snitch
bro.
that you're telling them you're the drug dealer?
He's home. He didn't call from the jail.
Right.
Who did he run on?
He got out
Who's
too.
in jail?
How
Who's
does
on
snitching
house
work
arrest?
like that?
Once
Like, even
Rashad
if
got out of jail, he should have known Will wasn't
I'm
snitching.
saying,
Like,
even if that's what he initially thought in the moment, I could kind of get it. Because like you said, he got out entirely too fast. But
Right.
once you was home on Monday, let it go.
Let it go.
What are you shooting Trey for?
it's over.
What are you shooting Trey for?
Right.
Exactly.
Bad enough you don't know
Trey's ass. It wasn't like Trey was winning.
your own drug dealer. Bad enough you don't know that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really like Rashad's portrayal. I didn't like Rashad's portrayal of a Philly drug dealer.
Yeah, no.
He had entirely way too much jewelry on. It was just too much going on. I didn't like the way he was dressed. None of that
Take
shit.
his battle rap costume off.
What Philly drug dealer? What Philly drug dealer is hanging out at the basketball court? Ask betting young boys for $2,000.
Right.
You know Will and Trey ain't got no money. First of all, and why do you want Will to come work for you?
Right.
That was the crazy part to me. You lose, you come work for me.
If you lose, you gotta come work for me. No. Now look, I don't even want to. Now I don't even want to play basketball anymore. I'm going home.
Like, you know, I can just not hoop. You know, I can just not hoop.
Five-star recruit to be out here with a package.
First of all, I don't know how it was in y'all parts of the city, but where I'm from, the nigga that was going to the league, the drug dealers took care of him.
Facts.
Oh shit.
The hood made sure he was good. Like, no, y'all gonna leave that little nigga the fuck alone. He getting out of
Ball
here.
player in the league couldn't go sell no pack. The best ball player in the hood couldn't go sell no pack.
Move around. It'd have been like, nigga, what are you doing over here? Like,
what are you doing here? Move around.
Hold up.
Fuck out of here. Like,
we want to take the 4 or 5-star recruit and put this nigga on the corner with a pack because the cops ain't gonna know who the fuck he is. Like, why the fuck is Will out here all night?
That's the thing. You want the nigga that's being scouted, that everybody looking at, to come hit the block for you?
Right. That was unreal.
Action news.
Hey,
then you already know that Will ain't built for this because he's definitely going to snitch. You worried about him ratting now, nigga. You think he ain't gonna rat if he get booked with your work?
Come on, bro.
First of
I never
all,
understood that part of the plot anyway, man. Why couldn't it just been for money?
Right.
I've known
I would have
plenty
liked
of
it
drug
better
dealers
if
in my
like
time,
Will
allegedly.
and them would have asked better them for the bread or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then they lost or something, and then he said,
now you gotta pay the bread. Now we fighting. Like
that I could understand.
I understand they wanted to stick to the, remember in the original Fresh Prince, Bull got hit in the head with the ball, spun him over the head, all that. I get it.
So
but
I
then
was looking for that too. I was looking for that too. I'm thinking the ball gonna clank off or whatever, or he gonna throw it off, throw it at his celebration, and then maybe hit easy upside his head. Right. But you mean to tell me the bull who lost passed it, and this bull was counting them? Why was he taking that long?
Real ain't say, nigga, chill. It was your man.
He only had Knicks.
Nobody knew it was him.
Like
he just
nobody saw this
Nah,
nigga.
He only had Knicks. It was taking him a minute to count those pounds. Nah.
First of all, nigga, Rashad, you can clearly see we over here celebrating, nigga. I don't even have the ball.
Exactly. Nobody has the ball.
Wait, hold up. Dan, this was a great point that you made. I've known allegedly several drug dealers in my time. Nobody has ever had 12 chains on at any given moment.
This
in the
nigga
middle
had
of
the rapper jewelry on.
I was saying, Beans has never come through with that many.
In the middle of the hood, whatever park they were supposed to be at.
Beans has never come through with that many chains on.
The way he came over was crazy. How about you bet what I want, nigga? Like, why? Why?
Right.
Between children.
They did a little bit too much for Rashad character.
Yo.
There's a bet between, like, that's how I know Easy must have put money into this show. I know it. Mm-hmm. This is one of those Stan Lee appearances. He helped make the show, so we gotta write him in.
Exactly.
Hey, bro, Rashad is Carlton's son in real life. That's what that is, man. Damn.
Take his battle rap persona off.
Right.
Was he about to spit a 16 when he was counting his bread?
It did take him a long time to count that money. I'm like, bro,
you came on over here like you the big nigga in my
only, bro. Yeah, Knicks only. He's counting them pounds.
You're supposed to be a big time drug dealer. Why are you so mad that Will cocky about playing basketball?
Right.
Basketball, you do drugs. Like, why y'all not in the same lane?
Scouted.
Come on, man.
Not even the same lane. No, at all.
Oh shit!
Like, there was no reason for any of the animosity. None.
Man, like, what are you that mad about, bro? Like,
he should have hit me with the Cat Williams. Why are you hollering?
Rashad dead for nothing. Rashad
but then my thing with Will also is like, nigga, if you know Rashad about that life, all right, you gotta relax a little bit. It's not like chill out a little bit, Will. Like, come on now.
So listen, even thinking that up, right? I thought that he was going to shoot Rashad, right? Like that's the whole jail thing. I didn't think he was going to get booked just for putting it in the air. Because they showed us that in the previews that he was going to go to jail. So I'm thinking, okay, they get him out of jail, they get him the Bel-Air, whatever. I'm thinking he was going to shoot because if this is the scary boy, why are you pulling the gun on him?
Right.
Well,
if he's the scary drug dealer, why would you pull the gun on him and just hold it?
Exactly. Yeah, not only that, when you let it off in the air, you already cleared everything out. You don't even have to clear that.
Run. You were supposed to run.
Mm-hmm. Let a couple shots off, boom, I'm going. It's over.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
As soon as he let the joint go, everybody cleared out. Fight over. Trey's okay. Rashad didn't even. He's still on the ground. He was just getting his shit together. He didn't even. Now you want to point it at him? Like, come on, my nigga. Like,
it didn't make no sense. At what point in your life, Will, did you point a gun at somebody before?
Exactly.
Yeah. You was just bitching. You was just bitching and Tracy even having it.
Exactly. And you mad experience to be able to load a cock and fire it up in the air and then feel confident to point it at a drug dealer, bro.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
That whole scene was bonkers. That whole scene was bonkers.
And why would you have dropped it? Like, who drops the gun on the scene? Like,
why are you standing? Fuck all that. When you saw, as soon as you saw the cops come, why are you still standing there?
Right.
You saw the lights. Why did Trey have to tell you come on?
This nigga ran. He dropped the gun and ran 3 feet. I'm sorry. He dropped the gun and ran 3 feet and got pinned. First, you are a D1 basketball player. How are you not that fast?
Same thing. You the best athlete out here, and you the one caught.
You could have took that
See,
gun
that's
and
why he
took
had
the
to go.
fuck off. I'm not getting
That's
caught.
why he had to go to Bel-Air to get with cardio Uncle Phil. He gonna get that 40 time just right.
Right.
Sorry.
That's why they really shipped him out. His mom
Yeah,
said, "Yo, you got your slow ass
fight
caught."
scene, that wasn't it.
That's what his mom is thinking. You going to
that's my
BCU?
least
You got
favorite
your
part of
slow
the
ass
whole
caught.
show.
We trying to get you to the
But
Pac-10,
listen,
nigga.
not even that. Think just what happened in less than 24 hours. He got booked. He got booked. Uncle Phil made the call, got him out. And
And a flight.
First of all, I don't know
And
if
a
the last time niggas was flying, but you gotta. If she talking about the flight leave in 45 minutes, you gotta be at the airport 3 to 4 hours before you check in.
Exactly.
So
To
they must have put him on the PJ. He must have been straight on the private jet.
Had to
Wait,
be.
did he supply a negative test as well?
And then
Did he have
also,
a vax
I'm
card?
sorry, I'm from Philly. I know geography. They was on 95, and when they was looking at the city. You just got booked in West Philly. How you get on 95 near the stadium?
Don't start mentioning that, damn, because when they was walking up and down 60th, they teleported back to 46 or something right quick. Like,
they teleported.
That's the
scene
shit.
Hey, bro, I said it's not that many.
That's the shit that Philly niggas see. You know what I mean? Like, what the, like, you on 95, you just got booked in West Philly. You should have been on 70, like, you could have been right on 76 from there. Like, you basically cut through the whole city and jumped on 95 to go to the airport. Where are you going, Mom?
Right,
why did it take him that long to realize, like, nigga, y'all on the highway now. You got booked in
where
West
did you
Philly.
think y'all was going?
You on 95, he looking around. Where we going?
All the signs going that way say Philadelphia Airport. This way, first right.
Like, you was damn near over near the stadium. Like, what you talking about? Where we going? You know where you going, nigga? To the port. It's over.
You going to Island Ave, nigga, or you going to the airport? This is the only thing that's this way.
I mean, she wasn't taking you to Chester. Like come on.
Right, you wasn't going to Yaden, nigga. What are you talking about?
Right.
Oh,
Like,
man.
little shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a crazy moment, bro.
So besides hype, besides hype,
Oh, man.
what are you guys excited about? Nairi, let's start with you. What are you excited about for the rest of the season? What are you looking forward to?
I hope they bring his team situation as far as the dynamic with hooping and what that's gonna do for him in the school. I hope they bring that back into focus. That is not just left as an undercard, because I definitely think that's gonna continue to play on the him and Carlton thing. You know what I'm saying? Because more people are gonna gravitate to him as they win more games. Him winning the chip might be why Carlton OD. But
hit another game winner, Carlton. Go ahead.
You mean because he gonna hit the game winner, he gonna kiss Lisa, and then Carlton gonna hit the slopes.
You already saw he was hitting the slopes and imagined that he almost killed the nigga.
Yo, how deep was that pool? That was the Pacific Ocean. He threw that nigga in, because that wasn't.
Yeah, that was was like a 20-foot rich pool.
In his defense, I've almost drowned in about 15 feet of water. That should be feeling like that. That's how I feel. That's how
that was a deep ass pool, because he was sinking for a minute.
Yeah,
for real. Will was thinking like, I ain't hit he was on the tip like, I ain't hit the ground yet. I ain't hit the ground.
But no, I think I definitely the two storylines I think that's going to be the biggest is, like I said, whatever happens with Aunt Viv, and whenever they decide to pull Carlton all the way over the ledge.
Yeah.
So I'm anxious to see how those go. I'm excited to see how those things go, because I think everything else is going to take care of itself.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay.
All right, Big Dan, what you think?
What I'm looking forward to is, I just want to see more character development and see what they're going to do with the characters. Honestly, I'm anxious to see now what the reaction is going to be to Ashley. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil going to take that? And see what they're going to do with that. They're going to have to. At some point, it's going to have to be some type of a story arc with that coming out. Like Nas said, of course, Carlton. I'm waiting to see what's going to push him over the edge. Eventually, Lisa and Will going to have to get together. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna probably walk. He gonna walk in, probably see them kissing or some shit like that, and it's gonna be a wrap for the boy.
It'll
Like,
be
boy,
more than kissing. I just know it. He gonna
Oh
see
yeah,
me.
no, she gonna be bouncing on something.
yeah, I mean, oh man, Lord.
He gonna lose his life.
Nah,
he gonna lose his whole life.
If she bounce on something, boy, Carter gonna kill himself. It's over with. He ain't gonna OD. He gonna take that Lexus off of a cliff. Like, that was another thing. That nigga was driving entirely too fast after you just got done snorting the line, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not even getting in the car with you, my nigga.
No,
like,
that nigga wasn't fear. He wasn't fearful at all. Nigga, his heart rate was on me.
That nigga was flying. But
Plus, I think something else gonna happen with him and his white best friend. I forgot to mention that.
Eventually, I feel like Connor is going to. Connor at some point is going to have to go step over the line, all the way over the line. Like, you can already see he ain't really feeling him because he like, playing drugs. Like, white people play dirty. I'm sorry, you playing drugs on me, my nigga?
Exactly, bro. Like you,
like I don't even like this. How you know? I don't even know what type of drugs those was. Like, like, what the fuck was those? Like,
I don't know either.
Just put weed in my drink, like.
It wasn't weed, it wasn't coke, it wasn't like
legal.
They didn't even look like pills. I didn't know what the fuck that shit was.
Tabs.
Like acid maybe or something. But
that
like
dope or something. I don't know what that was.
So I feel like maybe later on Carlton already know. Maybe later on that comes out and that pushes Will to come at Connor again. You got like Will. He's not really the man at the school yet. Like, you know, like he getting there now. You know, star basketball player. You know, of course, you know, eventually will become that bull. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, 2022, we not turning the blazer inside out to put the freaky designer on the inside because that shit was trash. They could have made the blazer look a little bit better. That shit looked like my grandmom's drapes from back in the day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at least the original cheese rock was fucking had all the different colors in there. You know what I mean?
But if you had that big ass cheese stain and then you go inside out, you just fucked your whole shirt up by putting the cheese on your joint.
You just fucked the whole white shirt up in there too. You know what I mean? Now you real dirty. You know what I mean?
Man, yeah. And what is this? We don't do this. We do not do this. Okay.
I'm also looking forward to see like you know, just the what else they're gonna do to pay homage to the original series. Just little small shit like remember when the sneakers that he wore to the game. Remember when his mom sent all his shit? Those was the original Jordans that Will wore in the first episode when he first got there. Yeah. You know what I mean? So just the little details like that. I just want to see, you know, because as a Fresh Prince fan, I'm gonna be on the lookout for him. I want to see the small little details that they're gonna play with. You know what I mean? So I'm
my
definitely
wife going to say, how he flying out? He going to live there forever with 2 bags. Where the fuck is all his stuff at?
First of all, they were supposed to be poor in Philly. Where the fuck she get all that Jordan money from? What is mom doing? Because she sent out a whole situation. It was at least 30 boxes of sneakers in there.
Exactly.
What was mom doing?
It was at least $500,000 of sneaks. Like,
you know what I'm saying? I also want to see.
Got an OnlyFans.
That mama got an OnlyFans.
Damn. Not mom on OnlyFans.
Emergency room, bro.
Shit, nobody.
But yeah, I want to see what happens.
Church on the OnlyFans, bro. Chill, ain't nobody trying.
So, Pete, Lisa, they showed that Lisa's dad is the police chief. You know what I'm saying? Remember, on the show, Will mom came out and started fucking with Lisa's dad.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, we you know, Will, he don't fuck with the cops right now. So, you know what I mean? Eventually, why, like, you got all them people that they didn't introduce, you know, Judge Robertson, the Lisa's dad, who's the cop. None of them know why Will is really out there. You know what I'm saying? Right. So eventually it's probably going to come out that Uncle Phil pulled some strings, you know what I mean, to get him out there. And then now you got to go from that dynamic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you lied. Like, now you're going to have everybody looking at us like, oh, you lied to us. You know what I mean? So I just want to see where the story going to go. It's looking good, though.
No doubt. Go ahead, Hympe. Let us know what you're looking forward
to.
The
baby then came down here. She's mushing my situation. One thing I did like about that you just bring it up as far as they hooping in 2022. If a nigga is tough somewhere, you'll know about him across the country. So Nigga go to Bel-Air. Oh, okay. The nigga just moved. Back in the day now, no cell phones and none of that. You won't hear about that nigga for another 4 years till he's at Georgetown, averaging 16.
Right.
I'm looking forward to Uncle Phil, going on a bender and gaining at least 15 to 20 pounds.
Uncle Phil not getting big, dog. You tripping?
I'm looking forward to Carlton going down to the courthouse to pay that child support.
Not the child
I'm
support.
looking forward to see how far they will go, how far they're going to go with the Ashley situation. Because, like I said, you asked about the little girl, they zoomed the camera in. This was already written.
Come on, dog. You know they're going to take it there. Every TV show now has at least one.
Kids, they can't copy,
bro.
And I was trying to figure it out. Like, it's like, every TV show got one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually an older one. This is my first time seeing them. I mean, other than maybe, like, I don't know if y'all seen the Miss Pat show. Like, they introduced the one little young boy on there that was gay.
But that's why I brought it up, is because it's kids. It's like, how far are y'all gonna take this? This is on a free streaming service that everybody can have on Peacock. Get up, girl. Go upstairs. So, you know, how far are you gonna go with that?
You know,
it's just like you said, they cussing and all that extra stuff, so I can see them going that far.
Exactly. You don't be surprised you see fucking Lisa and them having a little sex scene or something. You know what I mean? This Peacock, nigga. This ain't fucking.
I mean,
it ain't the CW.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Right. Copy. That was one thing I always say. No way Hakeem was around Moesha all that time. Ain't never hit. That's not realistic at all. I'm coming over for breakfast every day, and all I'm eating is eggs. So my last thing is what are we going to do with the Jamaican badman? Because
they got to give you backstory.
That's what I'm saying. You got to give me something.
Backstory.
We can't go from English butler to Jamaican badman, and you telling me nothing.
Well,
we have to fix.
Hey.
Can I do split? We gotta find that out.
We never got Jeffrey's real situation on the show. Jeffrey might have been originally from Jamaica and then moved to wherever. You know what I mean?
Because he was too busy actually doing his job. You know what I'm saying, scrambling eggs and making sure Philip had an extra pie.
Jamaica to London pipeline ain't no joke.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm trying to tell you, you never know. The original Jeffrey might have been a bad man. He might have been on the run. He might have been keeping it low.
Keeping it real low. Right. We didn't know.
So he probably had both out.
Just like you guys, I'm looking forward to the continued character development, the storylines evolving. Definitely want to see what they do with this Jeffrey situation. I definitely want to see the Hillary situation evolve. I like what she's doing. I like where she's going. Definitely want to see what happens with Ashley. See what they actually do with this. If they keep it, vanilla, or if they, escalate it. Because I definitely, like you said, I definitely think it'll make for an interesting storyline to see how they react to it, what they do with it, and definitely seeing what hits the fan between Phil and his campaign when it comes to Carlton's situation, Will's situation, and even Ashley's situation, and maybe even Jeffrey's situation. If we get not only a backstory but some escalation in what he's doing and what he's up to. So definitely want to see how all that evolves. And then just overall, I think the show, like I said, is I think Dan covered this too. Is it's paying a lot of homage to a lot of scenes, a lot of characters, a lot of little things. And just want to see, how they keep integrating and interjecting those things in there to kind of keep us true fans, pointing like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely looking forward to all of that. Like I said, we're just about halfway through. As far as I saw online, it's supposed to be 10 episodes. So we'll see how things go.
We come back and do this again once the season is over.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely want you guys to come back. But in the meantime, let them know where they can find you, Big Dan.
Hey man, listen, on all streaming platforms, Bridging the Gap Podcast. There is no G in Bridging. On all social media platforms at BTG Podcast 215. Man, episodes coming out every Monday. You know what I mean? YouTube come up every Wednesday. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what y'all think.
For sure.
Don't we have a live show coming up, Dan? I mean,
live show for the people watching March 26th. Live show / comedy show. My man Hympe will be in the building. Hey, if you ain't doing nothing, You know, I shoot you that
Pulling up.
info, get you over there. You
Please do.
know how we play Philly, support Philly, bro. You know what I'm
Already,
saying?
bro.
Stylez, you want to come on out? I got you. Ticket on me. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
We can get busy. From what I'm told, we got as much time as we want, and we're gonna have a ball, man. And shout out to Hympe, who just had his first live show. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking. We're gonna have some more joints moving forward. You know what I mean? And we're gonna get this thing moving, man.
For sure. Go ahead, Nari.
All right. Coach Nari, like I said, Coach _ Nari on IG. 2Kings215. That's 2KINGZ 215. No spaces. On the streaming platforms on IG and even on Facebook. TWOKINGZ 215.
For sure. Let them know where to find you, Hympe.
You already know what it is. It's Hympe, HYMPE. It's Hympe. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up. That's at I am Hympe on Instagram and Twitter. Custom Hustle World on Instagram is the closing line. Custom Hustle Co on Twitter. Now we got a new Twitter page popping for that. And H2H Cleaning, you already know. How to Hustle Live Show. Shouts out to Dan and I. These were the two gentlemen who joined me on stage for the How to Hustle Live Show. Those brothers are officially now professionals. They are paid talent.
Yes, sir.
So you know what I'm saying? We
Yes,
will be
sir.
definitely trying to make those live shows happen. Maybe every quarter or so, but we will definitely be doing that again. Amazing response that we got from the crowd. We was a couple of tickets shy of a sellout, actually. But yeah, definitely.
Next time,
shouts out to
big.
Dan and
Next time,
Ain't
sold
no
out
question.
show. Next time.
Right.
For
ain't
sure.
no question. But definitely one of those things where I love the name Bridging the Gap because try to bridge the gap in the city. Our city is so divided and got so much bullshit in it. And this is a situation where we three people from three different parts of the city where we came together all on some positive, let's not do no dumb shit type thing and trying to create something special here. Because this was funny shit to just do talking about this show. Because I'm making sure I binge all 6 episodes the next time so that I got all fresh thoughts.
No doubt.
Every Tuesday at 2 also on the GFT Radio Network.
And shout out to my regular co-host Chevy the Superstar. You can catch her on Thursdays at 8
Chevy
p.m.
riding hot.
on 2 Snaps in the Circle, or follow her over at S the Superstar on IG and at Chevy the Superstar on YouTube and Twitch TV. And it's your boy Willie Stylez in the building. Get at me everywhere at Willie Stylez on IG and Twitter, Willie.Stylez on Snapchat and TikTok. You'll find me over on gamingwithstyles.com, playing some Xbox, playing some PC games. I just played Marvel's Avengers on PC last night. Make sure y'all go check out the replay for that. Visit me over at stylesradio.com for all the hot tracks that I'm listening to, or catch me over at williestyles.info for all my links. Get at me. All right. Well, thanks again for joining on the show with me, guys. We'll definitely see you guys very soon. Make sure y'all check out their shows on their platforms. You know, you can always catch us on all of our platforms. We have pretty much everywhere you can catch us on the socials, GFT_radio on Twitter and Instagram, at GFT Radio on Twitch, GFT Radio Network on Facebook.
Bye-bye.
Join the conversation group over at fb.com/group/GFT. Join the conversation. Listen free, on demand, replays 24/7, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, or watch video replays on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So make sure y'all get at us. And that's it for tonight, guys. Stay on the line. I'll be right back after the outro. And everybody else, have a good night. We'll catch y'all later.